Hi everybody. What I'm going to share today are some soaps that I've been working on over the last 2 days. The first is I did a new batch of, let me pick the camera up. I did a new batch of the OMH. This is the bottom log. I haven't cut it yet, but I cut the first log. Those are these. These have all for the liquid portion. I used all goat's milk this time, and they smell really good. It's so funny. Goat's milk is weird to me a little bit. When you first cut the soap, it has like this slightly sour smell to it, but then it's like once the air hits it, the smell fades and the rest really comes through. So that smells really good. OMH, or oomph, as Lovely would call it. I don't know if you guys have seen that video yet. Candy from Lovely by Nature, her and her daughter Lovely did a video, and when Lovely saw the tag for OMH, she called it oomph. I just thought that was really cute, really funny. But that's OMH, and that's done. And also, let me get a little light over here. I did 3 batches today that are curing. Did I do 3 batches today? Oh, yeah. I did these 3 today. So the first one, this white one here, it's white and it has a turquoise color underneath. And I don't have a name for it yet. Normally it's called Bermuda Sands, but I mixed something else with it this time, like a tropical fragrance. And since it's not exactly Bermuda Sands anymore, I have to come up with another name. But that's this one. The white is supposed to be like waves. The waves from the ocean, and the bottom is like a turquoise color. And then this one is called Honey Pear. I don't know if I'm going to keep that name yet. The top of it, I was going for like a honey color, and the base is green. I don't know if you can see it on the sample here, but the base is a green color, and then the top is like honey. So that should be ready to cut tomorrow. And then the last batch, I did another batch of Haleakala. I think I said it right that time. Haleakala Sunrise. And that's this one. And I did all of these today, so they should be ready tomorrow to cut. And then this is the latest batch of Lemon Ripple. I'm going to zoom in so you can see the top of it. Okay, so this is the Lemon Ripple. I really wish I had one of those cameras with the auto zoom. But the base is sort of a tan color. The middle line is gold. And then the center and the top is white. And then I put gold and yellow sugar sprinkles on it, along with a little bit of gold mica. And okay, I'll zoom out now. Okay. On the last time I did this soap, I was complaining because the fragrance was supposed to discolor to a brown, and I did the colors the way that I did, anticipating that color change, and it didn't happen. Over time, it did eventually turn this color that you see here, but it still wasn't quite dark enough for contrast. So this time I added a bit of brown to it, just a little bit, to help the darkening, help it along a little bit. So that's what those look like. And it's been really cool to be back online. I'm a little disappointed in the new computer. I would thought because it was the same computer, it wouldn't be too many changes to get used to. Most of them I'm fine with. You know, I don't take too hard with change. But when I went into Microsoft Word to work on my labels, I found that the fonts that I use to do my labels are gone, which is really weird because it's the same program, I guess it is, that we had on the old computer. We bought Microsoft Office Suite. I believe it's I don't know which version it is. Let me not say that. I don't know what version. But it's Microsoft Office Suite, and we downloaded it onto the other computer, and so, you know, we still had it, so we downloaded it onto this computer. So I don't understand, like, what would change, why this one doesn't have the fonts in it. It's missing a lot of fonts. It's missing a lot, but the two that I use for my labels are Edwardian Script and Copper Plate Gothic, I think it's called. So I really don't know what I'm going to do now. That was very disappointing to have those fonts gone. It took me a long time to really settle on any. I don't have any fancy programs for label making or anything, so I don't know. I have to figure something out. I don't know. That was a bit of a bummer. And for this soap, the top, the yellow portion and the white portion aren't scented with the same as the base, so it smells just a little bit different. But I went with a different type of lemon that I knew wasn't going to discolor, so that it would stay white and yellow. Oops. Look at that. It's got a dent in the middle. I'm really, man, I messed it up. I'm really ready for a tank. It's disappointing that we had to get a new computer because that was the money I was saving to buy my tank. And now I can't, so I have to start all over again, saving up for one. I really like crisp bars. I had a question on one of the other videos. I can't remember which one, but someone was asking why I use the plastic. I don't even know what they're called, but like the little side things on my slab molds. If I'm already using the slab mold and I'm already using the freezer paper, what's the point of using the plastic liners on the side? But the reason I do that is because it gives me a crisper edge. Like you can look at this one on the bottoms and they're pretty straight. They're actually pretty straight. But it's a very slight roundness to them. And if you look at the OMH bars, everything is completely crisp. And I really like that. I mean, of course I go back and bevel it, but when, like on this batch, I won't be able to bevel the bottoms because they're already slightly rounded, where this, it'll be uniform all the way around. So that's why I use the plastic liners. So these rolls are just okay. I was hoping for a little bit more out of them. But they smell really good. And I also got, in the mail today, I just got a shipment of supplies. And included were the fragrance oils to make a soap that I really like. It's a soap called Pirate, and Tiki makes it. And when we did our swap, right before we did our swap, she made a batch for me. And she said that it gives her really bad migraines whenever she uses it. And she gave me the recipe. Not for the soap, but for the fragrance oil. So I ordered those, and they came in today, so I'm very excited. That rarely happens, that someone will give you their own special blend. But she gave it to me to try out, so she gave me permission to make it online to show everybody. I'm going to try to figure out how she did her. If you've never seen Tiggy's Pirate Soap, you should go on her Etsy shop. I don't know if she still has one. I think she does, but if she still has an Etsy shop, you should go on her Etsy shop and look in the sold section, and you should find one there. I just think it was a very unique soap. I love it, and I love the smell. And so I'm really happy that she gave me that to let me make one. I don't know if it's the combination of those smells together, Tiggy, that gave you a headache. I sniffed them out of the bottle, and they were fine. But we'll see once I blend them up whether or not it'll bother me too. But I found, like, just from reading on different forums and blogs and stuff, that like almost every soap maker has that one fragrance that they just can't take. Like I've heard some people say vanilla just gives them a massive headache. And for me, the fragrance oil I don't like to work with is actually the Yummy 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 dupe. And it's not, I mean, I'm not crazy about the smell out of bottle, but that's not what bothers me like the most. It's the, I don't know what it is, but it gets in the back of my throat. Like as soon as I smell it, it gets in the back of my throat, and then I can taste it. And it just won't go away. I can't stand it, but that's the fragrance oil that I don't really like to work with. I think everybody probably has at least one that's kind of troublesome for them. That's closer to what I wanted. But as always, next time, try again. And of course, these are going to need to cure for 4 to 6 weeks, and once I open back up my shops, I'll have them listed on there. If you go on Etsy, it's a possibility that it may have like sold out before you get to it. So I strongly recommend just going over to my ARTFIRE shop. ARTFIRE is not that much different from Etsy. In fact, in some ways, at least when it comes to the checkout process, I find it easier. Listing too is easier, but the messaging is a little bit more difficult for me. It would be nice if they would clean up a little bit how the messages appear. And the alerts are a little confusing to me. Sometimes I have messages and don't realize that I have them. But other than that, I personally find ARTFIRE to be a lot easier. And I made a purchase on there just, you know, so I can see what it is that the customers will go through. And to me, it's a lot smoother than Etsy. So no need to be afraid. You don't have to have an account to try it. But that's definitely where I would recommend going, just to make sure that you're able to get what you want in the quantity that you would like. So that's the last one. Back is kind of funny. Alright, so I'll be back tomorrow once those the other batches have firmed up to cut those and let you see what's inside. I'm so proud of myself. I actually waited almost 24 hours to cut this batch, both batches, so it's like a record for me. Alright guys, have a good evening. Bye-bye.